Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Locust Hill Golf Course invites you to historic Charlestown, West Virginia for 18 holes of phenomenal golf. We're just an hour drive from the Baltimore-D.C. Beltway, 1/2 hour from Winchester and Leesburg, Virginia, as well as Hagerstown and Frederick, Maryland. Each tee offers challenges across the 35 acres of lakes, ponds, and streams, which come into play on 11 holes. The Blue Ridge Mountains also provide a breathtaking backdrop to Locust Hill. Schedule your tee time today at www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call 304-728-7300. That's 304-728-7300.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball! It's time for the excitement of American Legion Baseball, featuring the Berkeley Post-14 Hornets.
The next pitch to Baden Hartman is cracked out to deep left field. That ball is gone! A 3-run homer!
Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to P.O. Faulkner Park for American Legion Baseball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Tonight's matchup features the Post-14 Hornets welcoming the Post-64 Potomac Valley team, who is 4-2 on the year. The Hornets coming into this matchup at 6-2. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Happy to have you with us for American Legion Baseball action. And Spencer, an area game, a little bit of a rivalry. When talking to Coach Tobin, at least they've had some heated battles in the past, he said, but now they have kind of learned to respect each other and have this good relationship that they have now. But either way, it should be a pretty good matchup between these two teams.
Yeah, it should be. And, a lot of guys are familiar with, the players on this Post-64 team. Regionally, they are in single A and double A. Respectively during the high school seasons, Kaiser being one of the schools, Hampshire being another of the schools. Those teams,
Hampshire's a triple A.
Hampshire is triple A. There's guys that you see, you play those regional games, not necessarily regional in the aspect of regional for Kaiser in the standings, but regional as in the area during high school season. So a lot of these guys are familiar with some of these names, and it's a team that has a lot of guys from Kaiser, and Kaiser's a school that made it to the state tournament this year.
Yeah, they made it to the state championship, I believe.
Yeah.
It came just a few runs short of winning that state championship game, but the Hornets coming into this game after a good win down in Morgantown, as they were able to win the Woodbat tournament, going 4-1 on the weekend, and it was a complete team effort by Berkeley Post-14. They had guys from the junior team coming up and helping them out, just really showing off the depth of this American Legion program.
Yeah, and I think it's also the what's the word I'm looking for now? It just went out of my head. The willingness to want to play for this team, because Landon Siffert, he played on Friday night, left Morgantown to come back here for a grad party on Saturday, and then came back to Morgantown for the games on Sunday. And then Jackson West, who was coming off of vacation after the state tournament, he came down there and pitched on Sunday through, I think it was 104, 105 pitches, off of basically no bullpen, no baseball activities, essentially being on a cruise for the last week. So, pretty impressive, and, I think it just says what this team is, that they all want to play for this team, and, they had to bring some junior guys up. They only brought 9 guys initially on Friday last week. Or not, it was 10 or 11 guys, which just fills out that 9 guys in a game, which if you have a DH, that's 10. So, for Berkeley Post 14, it's the program that's been built here that makes these players want to play for this program, and this should be a good one tonight. It'll be a 9-inning affair here at P.O. Faulkner Park.
Yeah, and we look at this Post 64 squad, a team with 5 guys either at college or committed to college. You have Bumby Van Meter, who's committed to the University of Charleston. Mason Kissamore is committed to Concord. Slade Savell is a freshman at Allegheny. Seth Healy is headed to Pot State, and Sam Bradfield is a freshman at Pot State, so he'll head into his sophomore year. That's, certainly a good bit of talent. I mean, Berkeley, pretty much everybody is committed or going to be committed this summer, besides some of their guys that are coming back for high school. But still, a talented group here for Potomac Valley Post 64.
Yeah, it is definitely a talented group, and people don't necessarily think they're talented just based upon where they're from, but they're a team that can sneak up on you.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and take our first 2-minute break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the manager of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Trip Tobin. This is American Legion Baseball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. We'll now hear from the manager of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Trip Tobin. Here with the head coach of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, Trip Tobin. Coach, good weekend for you guys up at the Morgantown tournament. What'd you like about the team's performance and able to bring home a championship?
Well, I like the camaraderie of the group and the growing of the group in the dugout, and the fact that guys came in and out and were committed to come up Friday night, come back up Saturday, and Sunday, different things like that. So we were a little shorthanded, but they covered for each other. And at times, we had some guys in the field that, were kind of out of position because we were shorthanded, but they overcome and they adapted, and ultimately they succeeded.
You mentioned being shorthanded, having to work in a few guys from the junior team up to the senior team. How has that helped you this year to have that extra team that you can kind of move some guys around if you need to and have more competition within this group?
Yeah, those guys, they're really good. There's guys on that team that could easily be on this team. Got a cutoff of 18. And, hats off to those guys, especially guys like Isaac Grove and a few others, to Pedersen down there, Michael Poltar, and even, Taryn Boyles, just to name a couple guys that could have a lot of varsity experience and are, rising juniors and seniors, to play there and get that experience. A lot of guys will just kind of turn up their nose because they felt like they were snubbed by the senior team, but those guys want to get in the program and, and just I'm just really impressed with them, and I can't hope they stick around and stay with us for the next 3 or 4 years, and we'll get to see them play, for the senior team each summer. And they're just really good, talented kids that have really contributed and just did whatever we asked them to do.
Post 64, your matchup tonight, a area game, a team that you guys would be familiar with not only from playing on Post 14 but playing in the high school season as well. So what does this team bring to you guys, and what are you looking forward to about this matchup?
What I like about this matchup now, I mean, when we first come into the Legion, they brought the Legion back. It was kind of a pretty good rivalry. We had some really tight games, and it was kind of a rivalry that was kind of bad blood, but we've become to respect one another. We respect what they do over there. They respect what we do here. We know when we play each other, it's going to be good, solid baseball. And Kaiser went down to the state tournament, a couple of runs away from being a state champion. They represent that area. And I just think it's really good baseball when these two teams come together. They fight each other, between the lines. And I think, between the three teams, and we're going to have a good representation down at the state tournament, this year when two of these three teams in our area, including North Berkeley, go down to the state tournament.
Who are you pitching tonight, and what are you looking out of the pitchers at this point in the season?
Oh, I mean, we're going to throw Herndon. You got a couple innings in there against Leesburg last week, and a really tough allowed to get through. And he's got beat up on the first inning, settled down, made a few adjustments, and got some counts in his favor. He kind of had to abandon the curveball because it wasn't working for him, but he got that straightened out and ended up getting a very good outing out of it, when you look at it across the board with the competition he was throwing against. He's going to throw tonight. He hasn't thrown since then, so he's well rested, and we're going to see Finn Horwitz is going to DH for him, so we're going to get a little taste of Finn coming back in. We're going to let him DH tonight, get his feet wet, and kind of see where it goes. And then we've got Caleb Fletcher, who's probably going to relieve, and even Carson Buber. And you never know, maybe the seventh inning we'll bang the DH and see if Horwitz can close it out.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So that was Trip Tobin, manager of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, as the Hornets get ready for their matchup here tonight with Post 64. We'll now give you the starting lineups for both teams. First, for Potomac Valley Post 64, leading off is the center fielder, number 38, Sam Bradfield. Batting second, the second baseman, number 21, Seth Healy. Batting third, the left fielder, number 4, Mason Kissamore. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 11, Cam Lynch. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 5, Slade Seville. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 44, James Vinsel. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 1, Bumby Van Meter. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 2, J.J. Charlton. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 16, number 6, Peyton Tingler. And then for the Hornets, their defense looks like this. Chase Herndon doing the pitching. Behind the plate is Landon Sifford. Riley Bubb down there at third base. Stoudemire doing playing shortstop. Second base is Carson Buber. Colin Reed at first base. And from left to right in your outfield is Connor Bailey, Jordan Canby, and Cam Moore. So we're going to see Riley Bubb here tonight. Another one of those kind of similar to Caleb Fletcher. May not always play for the Hornets, Spencer, but he's down there at third playing his first game for the Hornets this season.
Yeah, and key thing here is he's also part-time in it on the Martinsburg Blue Sox. The kind of, there's no, I guess, age limit to their league necessarily. And he played last night at Kaiser against this team, and he went 1 for 3 runs scored on two walks.
First pitch from Chase Herndon is low for ball 1 as we are underway here at P.O. Faulkner Park. And the next pitch from Herndon is low for ball 2. And Sifford slow to get up.
Ooh. And that's pretty concerning because he's still slow to get up, and now he's just getting up a little bit. Shook him real hard there.
Yep, so Sifford hopefully just maybe got the wind knocked out of him and everything will be all right here momentarily, but tough when you're fielding those breaking balls that bounce. can come up in on you.
Yeah, we saw this when he was playing this season for the Bulldogs. Had a ball come up in and hit him where no man wants to get hit.
Hornets playing host here to the Potomac Valley Post 64, who's 4-2 on the year. Berkeley Post 14, 6-2, coming off of a win at the Morgantown Woodbat tournament, where they were the champs of that tournament. So that was good to see. And Spencer, this team looking to carry over that momentum into this week now, as they'll have their tournament this weekend.
Yeah, their tournament this weekend. We'll be covering all of their games this weekend. Was just talking to Rick Kozlowski of the Journal about it. He's out here tonight, and little things have changed a little bit. But teams that will be here, obviously the Post 14 Hornets, Westminster Post 31, West Lawn Owls, the Boonesboro Post 10, Morgantown Post 2, and Leesburg Post 34. Friday's matchup for the Post 14 Hornets is the West Lawn Owls. It was supposed to be Elkins, but Elkins backed out of the tournament last minute, so there won't be a doubleheader for the Hornets on Saturday like was once thought. They'll play that second game from Saturday as the first game on Friday at 5 p.m., and then they'll play Westminster Post 31 on Saturday around 4:30, and then they'll seed into Sunday's games, 9 a.m. 3 versus 3, 11:30 1 seed A versus 2 seed B, 2 p.m. will be 1 seed B versus 2 seed A, and then the championship game will be at 4:30.
Next pitch from Herndon is fouled away as Sifford comes back to his feet, appears to be all right, and Bradfield doing the hitting for Potomac Valley. Sam Bradfield, he plays his baseball at Pot State. Batting 190 in the early part of the year, 2 RBIs for him. 3-1 count. The next pitch from Herndon, hit hard on the ground toward Bubb at third, and Riley Bubb scoops it and throws over to Colin Reed, who makes the tag up the baseline for out number 1.
And great eye there to find the ball and be able to tag the runner out at first for the first out of the game.
So I'll bring Healy to the plate.
21, Seth Healy.
He'll be joining Bradfield at Potomac State. 467 hitter in the early part of the year, 4 RBIs. Pitch here from the lefty Herndon is fouled straight back into the netting.
That one right in front of where I'm sitting. Luckily there is a net there.
In the window.
Double pants tonight.
Next pitch from Herndon inside for a called strike. So Chase gets ahead here. No balls, 2 strikes on Healy. The second baseman wearing number 21. The next pitch from Herndon is lined into right center field. That will get down for a base hit. Chasing after it is Cam Moores. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. And it's a 1-out double for Seth Healy. So he continues to hit the ball well here in the early part of the season. I'll bring Kissamore to the plate.
Yeah, and he hit it where nobody was, and there was nobody there to get to it till it hit the wall. So that essentially gave him a free stand-up double.
I'll bring Kissamore to the plate, hitting .222 on the year. Mason Kissamore headed to Concord. 3 RBIs for him in the early part of the season, and Kissamore fouls it away on the first pitch he sees from Herndon, looking to give Potomac Valley the early 1-0 lead with a runner on second base, and Healy had the stand-up double. The lefty Herndon checks the runner, and now kicks and deals, and the breaking ball line down the first base line. That is a fair ball. Rounding third and heading home is Seth Healy. The throw into Buber at second base, and Healy will come in to score. It's an RBI single for Kissamore and an early 1-0 Potomac Valley lead.
Yeah, and on that play, don't get me wrong, Cam Moore can play all over the field, but I think if you had a true right fielder out there, he may have challenged to throw that one home.
Some would argue right field is one of Cam Moore's best positions. We saw him dive and make 2 great plays in foul territory.
You are right.
Last time we were here.
I meant like an everyday right fielder. Like if you get a guy that's playing right field every day, maybe he tries to throw that one home.
Yeah, maybe. But Lynch takes this one for a ball. Next pitch fouled straight back.
That fouled off the face mask of Landon Sifford. No worse for the wear on that one.
Cam Lynch, the shortstop, hitting .214 on the year, 6 RBIs. And the next pitch to him is high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Lynch with 1 down and a 1-0 Potomac Valley Post 64 lead. On the RBI single from Mason Kissamore. The next pitch from Herndon, hit hard up the middle, could be 2. Stoudemire steps on the bag for 1 and throws to Reed in time for the double play. So, but Potomac Valley Post 64 gets on the board first on the Kissamore RBI single. It's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the first. Hornets coming to the plate. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Jambo Construction and Fencing Company, LLC, is a veteran-owned and operated company right here in the Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia, that specializes in decks, fencing, and hardscaping. Find us on Facebook at Jambo Construction and Fencing to see more of the projects we've completed. For a free estimate, you can call Bo Bartley at 304-268-5452 or Jamie Gall at 304-279-5053. We are licensed and insured in the state of West Virginia, and as Martinsburg alums, we say, go Bulldogs.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Looking back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as Berkeley Post 14 coming to the plate, 1-0. Post 64 leading. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis, John Allerton, and Braden Schaffner, our cameraman. Back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. Hornets lineup looks like this. It's going to be Connor Bailey leading off and playing left field. Batting second, the right fielder Cam Moore. Batting third, the first baseman Colin Reed. Batting fourth, the DH Griffin Horowitz. Batting fifth, the second baseman Carson Buber. Batting sixth, the shortstop Baden Stoudemire. And batting seventh, the catcher number 4 Landon Sifford. Batting eighth, the third baseman number 17 Riley Bubb. And batting ninth, the center fielder number 10 Jordan Canby. First pitch here with Bailey is high and outside for a ball.
Nick, looking at the weather tonight, kind of an unseasonal kind of weather tonight, it feels like. Only set high of 73, not very sunny, a little windy here and there. It doesn't feel like a hot summer night like we had last week for the Leesburg game.
No, I'm not complaining, though.
No, I'm not either. It's just whenever you're playing baseball in the summer, it feels like it's always 90-plus degrees.
Bailey takes this one for the first strike. 2-1 count here on Connor. Hitting .450 this summer with 4 RBIs for the Hornets. Next pitch inside for a called strike. Thought it was going to be a little bit too far inside, but called strike there. Next pitch low and outside for a ball. 3-1 or 3-2 count now on Bailey, the leadoff hitter for Berkeley Post 14, who trails it here 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. And the next pitch from the righty is inside for ball 4, and Connor Bailey takes his base on a 3-2 walk.
Doing what a leadoff guy needs to do. I mean, some might argue there's multiple leadoff hitters on this Post 14 team, just the way from where they played during the high school season.
Yeah, you can definitely do some different things with this lineup. That's one of the benefits of having such a talented team. The lefty Cam Moore now comes to the plate, and Moore lets that one run inside for a ball.
I mean, look, you put Jordan Canby, who is one of the best leadoff hitters in the EPAC, as your second leadoff, essentially, in your 9-hole.
And we've seen him lead off for Berkeley Post 14 as well.
Yeah.
Next pitch is outside for a ball. When he was in the 9-hole earlier this year, he hit a home run.
There you go.
So that just shows you how many guys can hit on this team. Everybody is the answer. Next pitch here to Moore outside for ball 3. So early on, struggles finding the zone for Tingler. And the next pitch from Tingler is called strike on the inside corner on 3-0 to make it 3-1.
That was a close one there. but obviously going to most likely get the call there at 3-0.
Next pitch from Tingler is low and outside for ball 4, so it's back-to-back walks to begin the ball game, and that will bring Colin Reed to the plate. Reed hitting .438 this summer, 5 RBIs. Colin's one of the few guys uncommitted on this team.
Yeah, and, I think maybe that tournament in Morgantown may have got him some looks. Hopefully, there's some coaches coming in this weekend to see him, as he's a guy that with 2 on right here, you're afraid to face him.
First pitch, a called strike to Reed, and then he'll be followed by Griffin Horowitz, who will be playing in his first game for the Hornets this year. Next pitch for Tingler is fouled away by Colin Reed. Reed playing first base this evening.
Then right behind him in a cleanup spot's Griffin Horowitz, his first action the summer for the post-14 Hornets as he finished his commitment to Army West Point for the year.
Next pitch is outside for a ball. So Reed working the count. Tingler continuing to miss the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes though here. The next pitch to Reed, fouled straight back. So Colin battling here at the plate. Reed, the Washington High School product, finishing up his senior year. Unfortunately didn't get to pitch that much this season due to injury.
Which, from what I understand, may be the reason why he's currently uncommitted.
2 balls, 2 strikes here on Colin.
Which is so unfortunate for a guy going in the summer who had quite a few offers that unfortunately just aren't there because he couldn't pitch during his senior year of the high school.
The 2-2 is lined into deep center field. Reed gave that ball a ride, and it's over the fence. A 3-run shot for Colin Reed, his first of the summer, and Berkeley Post 14 takes the 3-1 lead as Reed going to the deepest part of the ballpark to put the Hornets in control.
And just what I said, not the guy you want to see coming up with runners on base, and he hurts you, and he gives the Hornets the lead they needed.
Now 8 RBIs for him on the year for Reed as it's a 3-run shot out there in center, about 370. Well, a little bit left of the 370 marker, but still a shot, and that'll bring Griffin Horowitz to the plate for the first time this year. Another guy that can go deep. So Tingler now working with the bases empty, and the breaking ball hits the zone for strike 1.
That was a good placement on that breaking ball, just along the inner edge.
Next pitch to Griffin Horowitz is fouled away. Horowitz, again, played at Army this year. I believe on their JV team, not on their
I think he's getting a red
team.
shirt.
And Horowitz takes a big swing and a miss for the final strike there. And they'll bring Carson Buber to the plate and talk about a guy having a summer. Buber hitting .500 for the Hornets. 1 home run and 9 RBIs, which leads the team.
I don't think he's missed a game yet.
No, I think he's been there for every single game.
Yeah.
He leads the team in hits, so that would imply that he's at least probably been there. And he's one of the younger guys on this team. As Tingler trying to battle back here after giving up the home runs, starts Buber with a swinging strike. Next pitch to Buber, fouled back into the netting.
Yeah, and, talking about Horowitz, back to talk about him for a second here is, his brother is going to North Carolina next year, and he's currently playing for the Purcellville Cannons, I believe in the Valley League. He's smashing some homers I've seen on Twitter.
Buber fouls that one down the third base line. Carson playing second base again here today, sitting in on a no ball, 2 strike count with 1 down and a 3-1 Hornets lead on the Colin Reed 3 RBI home run to center field. The next pitch to Buber is a swing and a miss. Strike 3.
One of the rare times you'll see him strike out this summer.
At least so far.
Yeah.
Number 6, Braden Stottlemyre.
I'll bring Stottlemyre to the plate, hitting .235 on the summer with 5 RBIs.
Stoudemire's a guy coming back from Shepherd where he pitched exclusively his freshman year, but he doesn't want to give up the bat just yet. So he's going to use this summer to see what he can do with the bat.
Stoudemire takes this one for a strike. And at least in runners in scoring position situations, Stoudemire's been pretty good. 5 RBIs despite the 235 average. Fouls this one off the foot.
Yeah, that did not look good. He's down to the ground immediately.
Hopefully everything is good here for Stoudemire, a guy that, like you said, Spencer, trying to hit more this summer for the Hornets to work on some things.
And that's twice already manager Tobin's had to come out. The guy around the plate area. One might not, it'll hurt now. Maybe, not a little bit, but then he's going to take that cleat off later tonight, and he might have a big swollen foot.
Yeah, hopefully not.
If it was on his foot, I don't even know if it was on his foot. Could have been his leg.
Yeah, I just kind of presumed that it hit the foot. Could be in the shin.
Yeah.
But he's now coming to his feet with a little bit of a hobble. Hopefully everything good for Stoudemire here. 3-1 Hornets, bottom of the first inning, and
he's kind of smiling about it.
Looks like he'll be all right.
He's laughing with manager Tobin.
So, Sifford in the on-deck circle. And Stoudemire digs back in on the 0-2 with 2 down. The next pitch misses inside for a ball, but for Tingler right now, he starts with the walks and then the home run, but now back-to-back strikeouts, trying to get out of this inning with not a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Next pitch, low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Tingler. Fouled away. Stoudemire, another guy that played at Washington High School and is now at Shepherd, as Spencer mentioned. Sits in on a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 1 or 2 down. And the next pitch from Tingler is low for ball 3. So Stoudemire has worked it back to a full count after falling behind, no balls and 2 strikes. He could extend this inning. Good speed on the base pass if he's able to get on. The next pitch on 3-2 is a called strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning for Peyton Tingler after giving up the Colin Reed home run. It's 3-1 Hornets. We head to the second inning. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
A new WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is now open in Martinsburg, offering 10,000 square feet of clinic space with exam rooms, procedure rooms, diagnostic capabilities, and a dedicated patient entrance waiting area. At the WVU Heart and Vascular Institute, our board-certified physicians are performing groundbreaking procedures using cutting-edge techniques to provide world-class healthcare close to home. Visit the expanded WVU HVI Clinic on the Berkeley Medical Center campus, a department of Berkeley Medical Center.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
We welcome you back here to the Hornets' Nest. Berkeley Post 14 leading it 3-1 as we head to the second inning between Post 14 and Post 64. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. And Post 64 coming back to the plate here, Spencer. They were able to get a run in that first inning, and then Griffin Horowitz causes Lynch. I'm sorry, not Griffin Horowitz. Chase Herndon causes Lynch to hit into a double play.
Yeah. You got that middle to the end of the lineup here with the 5th batter up.
Seville hitting .312 on the year. He'll lead things off wearing the number 5. 2 RBIs for him on the year. for the third baseman. He'll be followed by Vincel and then Van Meter. Next pitch here from Chase Herndon, the lefty, a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Seville.
Not sure what manager Tobin has in his bullpen, but it looks like somebody's starting to get warmed up over there. That might just be to get ready to come in maybe the 4th inning, depending if Herndon's kind of on a pitch count. They don't want to throw him too much with having these games coming up this weekend.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Could also just be their normal bullpen work as well.
That's true.
So this is a bouncer for a ball.
Trying to see what it is.
I think it's Stoudemire?
I know it's not Horowitz because I can see him right there. I thought maybe he'd be the guy because he's DH right now.
I don't think Stoudemire's going to pitch today, but this one lined into left field. That will get through for a leadoff single for Seville.
Now batting number 44, James Vincel.
We'll bring Vincel to the plate.
It can't be Stoudemire. He's at short.
Yeah, but he could be throwing in between innings.
But he's right there at short.
Oh, wait, what am I thinking?
He's right there out at short.
Yeah. I just thought I saw 6 over there. I don't know. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I was trying to see what other 6s they got. I don't see.
They don't have anybody else 6.
They have a 16, but it's Lane DeWater, and we know he's not here right now.
That's true, yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first. Herndon checks the runner and now steps back on the rubber. Runner takes off. Sifford won't be able to throw down as he lost it on transition from his glove to his hand, and a runner on second base now as Seville takes second on the steal.
Get you a score update here. Junior team also in action for the Post 14 Hornets. Fortunately, bottom third, they're losing 4-1 to Bedford Post 115.
This one fouled away by Vincel,
which I believe might be Bedford's senior team. So.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the second. Herndon delivers the next pitch, and it's fouled away by Vincel. That ball took a weird roll. It almost rolled fair.
Yeah.
Even though it started off well to the right. With how the turf plays, it looked like it was almost going to come back fair, so Colin Reed had to hustle and make sure that that ball didn't go fair, and then Vincel decided to hustle up the line because if it did, it would have been a base hit. But nonetheless, it's a 2-2 count. The next pitch from Herndon is popped up into right field. Cam Moore on the run, and he'll make the play for the out. Throw into third. Going to be cut off there by Stoudemire. And that will advance the runner to third with 1 out now in the inning and give an opportunity for a run for Bumby Van Meter here. So Vincel with a potentially productive out as he advances the runner into even better scoring position. Hornets playing up on the grass for Bub and Reed. And the first pitch is a called strike. The 0-1 outside for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Van Meter at the plate. He'll be playing at the University of Charleston next year.
Yeah, he's a Petersburg High School graduate.
The 1-1 misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down. Next pitch from Herndon, hit hard up the middle. Chase will check the runner and then throw to first in time for the out. Good play by Chase Herndon, the pitcher.
Yeah, great for him to check the runner, and that runner kind of looked tempted to maybe think about it once he threw over, but he decided to go back smartly.
We'll bring Charlton to the plate, J.J. Charlton.
Now batting, number 2, J.J. Charlton.
167 hitter on the year, 2 RBIs, a runner on third, and 2 down now for Potomac Valley. Post 64 trails it 3-1 here in the second inning. And the next pitch from Herndon, swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, Charlton, a guy from Hampshire High School.
He was a really solid pitcher for them this past season.
So we mentioned, I think, last year a lot during these games.
Swing and a miss here for strike two.
It's a combination of Petersburg's Legion team and the Hampshire Legion team. Is eventually they had to kind of consolidate together due to just the number of players in the area. Over the
0-2 from Herndon, swing and a miss, strike three. It's a drop third strike, and Sifford throws down to first in time for the final out of the inning. So the post 64, they strand one, and we head to the bottom of the second with the Hornets on top 3-1 and looking to add to that lead. This is American Legion Baseball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Berkeley Post 14 on top 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. It's the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Hornets and Landon Sifford, Riley Bubb, and Jordan Camby. Sifford will lead things off. Landon hitting .312 this season with Berkeley Post 14 with an RBI. And the pitch here from Tingler is a called strike one. Peyton Tingler, after giving up a 3-run home run to Colin Reed, would strike out Griffin Horowitz, strike out Carson Buber, and strike out Braden Stoudemire to end the inning.
And that foul ball, is this Sifford up?
Yes.
He was trying to hit Coach Byler down there, I think. Down there along the fence.
Pitch here. Popped up. Shallow center. And Bradfield comes over and makes the play in right center for the first out. So Sifford flies out. And now we'll bring Riley Bubb to the plate for the first time for Berkeley Post 14 this season. Bubb playing third base, the former Hedgesville Eagle. Takes this one for a called strike. Next pitch to Bubb is a swing and a miss for strike two, so Tingler getting ahead. No balls and 2 strikes, and he seemed to have settled in.
Yeah, and for Riley Bubb, he could be ended up playing some college baseball in his near future. Nothing official yet, but we've been hearing some things.
The 0-2 is outside for a ball.
So, which is pretty cool because, he ended up going to West Virginia University last year and not playing baseball. I believe maybe playing club baseball.
The 1-2 pitch to Bubb is given a ride, but it's going to go well foul over toward the batting cages.
And, some of that had to do with last year during the baseball season of high school, he got hurt. So he missed some of that recruiting. Could have potentially happened where he missed a bunch of time last year.
The 1-2 Bubb is fouled away. 1-2, 1 down. 3-1 Hornets on top. Here in the bottom of the second, the next pitch from Tingler misses outside for a ball. Good job by the catcher, Vincel, to keep it in front. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bub steps back in and sends a chopper over towards short. Lynch charges in, and it eats him up. So Riley Bub is in there. And we'll see how they officially rule it, but could be ruled an infield single. Tough play for the shortstop Lynch. But I think if he fields it cleanly, it is probably an out. So.
Yeah.
Either way, though, Hornets have a runner on first base, and Jordan Canby coming to the plate. Canby's had a great summer so far. 444 hitter, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Jordan's going to be playing at Potomac State, a popular college for a lot of these guys in this game.
Yeah.
This one's fouled away. Several guys on Potomac Valley going to be playing there, of course. Seth Healy and Sam Bradfield. Jordan is the only Potomac State commit on the Hornets roster. As this one misses inside, Bub takes off for second. He slides in safely.
For now, he's the only player on this roster.
Yeah, several guys are uncommitted, so you never know. They could end up at Potomac State.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down, and a runner on second in Bub, and an RBI opportunity for Canby. Here's the pitch, runs in and hits him.
How many times between the Legion season and the high school season has Jordan Canby been hit by a pitch?
He's hit at least 10 times in the regular season for high school.
That's what
I think that led the EPAC.
Yeah.
And he gets hit here. I think he's already been hit at least once in Legion play.
Yeah, I'm not too certain about the tournament last weekend.
But he turns the lineup over for Connor Bailey, who drew a walk his first time. And the pitch here to Bailey, called strike 1.
I believe if the stats from the game right now are automatically entered in to the stats on Game Changer, this is his second hit by pitch this year, this Legion season.
There you go. I'm not certain if those get submitted after the game or
I'm not too certain
how that goes down, but either way, Canby continues to find ways to get on base.
Now there's 2 on with 1 out.
And a good hitter at the plate in Connor Bailey.
Back to the top of the order.
The pitch here to Bailey, he lays down a perfect bunt. Tingler going to come off the mound and throw to first in time for the out, but runners in scoring position. Now 2 away for Cam Moore. So the sacrifice works well, and Moore will come to the plate. 333 hitter with 4 RBIs is Cam. We'll see quite a bit of small ball action from the Hornets, even though they are a team that, like we've already seen several times this year, can go deep. Cam Moore takes this one for a called strike, a delayed call there for strike 1. Cam Moore going to be playing his college ball at Fairmont State. Swings and misses there for strike number 2.
Yeah, and he's really shown his versatility this summer. And really throughout the high school season, we kind of thought that he was a kind of a catcher, was his main position, but we saw him play a lot of shortstop during the regular season in high school. And as you mentioned earlier, a lot of outfield.
Yeah, he played outfield a lot when Ty Brodden was the catcher.
Yeah.
So, he was one of his teammates on the Hornets, but when Brodden was the catcher, he played a lot of outfield at Washington, and now he's playing some outfield this summer. And anytime you have that much versatility, that certainly helps your chances of getting on the field at the next level.
Yeah.
Takes this one inside for a ball. You had to play some second base this weekend.
I was about to say, you've catcher, short, second baseman, right field.
Left field.
Left field. Can he play third?
Possibly, yeah, if he had to. More fouls it away. I'm sure he could play center, too. He's got enough speed.
He can do it all. Can he pitch?
Haven't seen him pitch.
I've not seen him pitch.
Probably wouldn't put him at first, but besides that, pretty good versatility.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch to Cam Moore is a chopper hit back toward the pitcher Tingler. He'll throw to first for the final out of the inning. So the Hornets strand 2. We head to the third. Score remains Berkeley Post 14-3, Potomac Valley Post 64-1. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. It's 3-1 Berkeley Post 14 as we head to the third inning. Chase Herndon remaining on the mound for the Hornets so far. Pretty good after a little bit of a slow start for him in the first few batters. He's been good since then, and same thing for the man now hitting, Peyton Tingler. As the first pitch here from Herndon, a bouncer for a ball.
They kind of spiked that 59-footer.
Herndon picked up his first strikeout last inning. The next pitch here from Chase Herndon is low. I'm sorry, outside. High and outside for ball 2. The 2-0 fouled away. So Tingler hitting from the left side, but I believe he pitches from the right side, so it's kind of interesting. The opposite of Riley Morgan.
Yeah.
This one missing inside for a ball. Gets ahead, 3-1 count.
We're talking about how committed this team is. I don't know if I mentioned it on the air or not, but 16 of the 18 active roster players are here tonight. One is we know is gone, and Lane DeLauder is he's going to watch his brother have his professional debut. I couldn't remember who the other person was.
Baden Hartman. How can you forget?
Yeah, that's true. Those are the only two guys not here for, this is an area game. This is an important game to make it to the state tournament as, it feeds into the rankings coming in to the area tournament.
Tingler draws the leadoff walk. And here's a bunt attempt for Bradfield, but he'll pull it back in time for the first pitch missing for a ball. So Riley Bubb playing up on the grass, expecting that bunt from Bradfield, who grounded out his first time. And the next pitch here from Herndon, low for a ball as well. So Chase starting the inning with a leadoff walk and now getting behind 2-0. Herndon checks the runner, delivers on 2-0, and misses inside for ball 3. So Bradfield trying to draw back-to-back walks, which would put Potomac Valley right in business for some runs. The next pitch from Chase Herndon is a called strike on the inside upper corner. Tough pitch to hit for Bradfield as he takes that first called strike on a 3-0 to make it 3-1. The next pitch from the lefty Herndon is lifted high into the sky. Carson Buber rolling over, Cam Moore coming in, and Buber makes the play on the edge of the grass for out number 1. So it's a fly out for Bradfield.
Now batting, number 21, Seth Healy.
Seth Healy will come to the plate. He had a double his first time up, a stand-up double, and then he was driven in by Kissamore on the RBI single, which got Post 64 in the lead at the time as Herndon pick-off move, and they got a rundown here. And we'll see how they execute it. Stoudemire throws back to Reed at first for the out, so now 2 down quickly after the leadoff walk is erased.
That was a great by everybody involved in that rundown. Is kind of you fake the throw. You got him thinking he's got a little bit of time as the throw might could go wild, but you still have it in your hand, and he thinks about going the other way, and then he realizes he can't. And then you get the tag down, and you throw to the first baseman, get the tag down.
So all of a sudden now 2 outs for Healy.
Erases the base runner.
And the pitch from Herndon as a swing and a miss on a breaking ball that ran inside for strike 1. Good movement on that pitch from Chase Herndon, the left-hander. Next pitch from Herndon, low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. WVU Tech. That's where Chase herndon played his college baseball.
Plays,
yeah. Yeah, he's not retired yet.
I hope not.
Spring Mills High School is where he played.
There you go.
His high school baseball is that one fouled off. He was the co-EPAC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
During his senior season.
With Griffin Horowitz, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 1-2 from Herndon slapped toward first base. Reed flips to Herndon in time for the out.
That was close.
Definitely a close play, but Hornets get out of the inning after the leadoff walk, a fly out and a pickoff, and then a ground out to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. It's Berkeley Post 14 3, Potomac Valley Post 64 1. This is American Legion Baseball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Colin Reed coming to the plate to lead things off to begin this bottom of the third inning. Colin Reed has the one hit for Post 14, and it's a big one, a home run. A 3-run home run to give the Hornets the lead at 3-1. Pitch here to Colin. Slapped down the third baseline and foul. He falls behind on that swing. 0-2. Next pitch to Reed. Missing low and outside for ball 1. So Colin Reed with that 3 RBI home run now has 8 RBIs for him on the year, a homer. And this one hit on the ground towards short. Lynch throws the first for Van Meter in time for the first out. So Tingler continues to settle in. Colin Reed grounding out to the shortstop, and now we'll bring Griffin Horowitz to the plate. Horowitz struck out his first time. Part of 3 straight strikeouts for Tingler to end the inning after giving up the home run, and the first pitch breaking ball is a called strike. So Peyton Tingler, the right-hander, has started to work well for Potomac Valley as this one ran in, though, and hit Horowitz. And he'll take his base.
Now batting number 2.
So I'll bring Carson Buber to the plate, who, as I just mentioned, he also struck out his last time up. Buber, though, coming in, batting .500. With a home run and 9 RBIs, which leads the team. Second hit by pitch of the day for Tingler. The throw over, not in time, sliding back in safely as Horowitz. Has good speed over there at first base, and we'll see if they use him as a base runner here. With 1 out in the inning. Pitch to Buber, up for ball 1. We haven't really seen Vincel be forced to throw too much here in the early going. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. Buber gets ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. Horowitz takes his lead down there at first. Tingler's next pitch is fouled away.
Loud foul.
So Carson fouling off that pitch for his first strike now on him. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. Next pitch, low for ball 3. Infield playing at double play depth. 1 on and 1 down. Horowitz again taking his lead off first base. Tingler checks and now throws. And this pitch is popped up toward right field. Both guys got awfully close, but Healy ends up calling off Charlton for the second out.
Number 6, Braden.
Either way, I think if somebody had misplayed the ball, I think he would have gotten 1 out on going to second.
Yeah, as long as they didn't run into each other or something. That brings Stonemeyer to the plate. He struck out looking his first time up. Throw over, not in time. Horowitz staying put so far down there at first base. Next pitch to Stonemeyer is a called strike. 0-1 with 2 down. Another throw over. Horowitz's lead is not huge over there at first. With 2 down, I kind of doubt that they send him, but you never know, I suppose.
Yeah, that was my thought. Maybe with 1 out.
This one misses outside for a ball.
He is getting a rather large one, though.
One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Peyton Tingler trying to keep this deficit at 3-1, and the next pitch missing low for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Landon Sifford is in the on-deck circle. He flew out his first time up. Next pitch from Tingler is lined into center field by Stoudemire. That ball's well struck, and it's off the wall out there in deep center. Horowitz is rounding third. He's going to try to score all the way from first base, and he will on an RBI double from Braden Stoudemire. And it's now 4-1, Berkeley post 14 here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, now you'll see, I was going to make this comment that Landon Sifford ready to go to get behind the plate next, as well as he had the catcher's gear on, part of the catcher's gear on, and now he's taking it off as he's going to go up to bat.
Stoudemire now with his 6th ribby of the year. It's an RBI double that he hit to the deepest part of the ballpark. The only hits, a home run from Colin Reed to center field, a 3-run home run, and an RBI double for Braden Stoudemire, but the Hornets lead at 4-1 here in the bottom of the third, and Landon Sifford takes that one high and inside for ball 1.
And nearly gets hit on that one.
So Horowitz reaching on the hit by a pitch. He would come around to score here in this inning. Next pitch to Landon Sifford misses high for a ball. 2-0 count. Sifford coming off of his senior season in Martinsburg. He's going to play at Frederick Community College, and Landon sends a shot down the third base line but dips foul.
Yeah, almost able to keep that fair. That would have been down in the corner.
That would have scored Stoudemire most likely from second base.
Could have given Sifford a triple.
At least a double.
Yeah.
Might be tough to get a triple on a ball hit to left field, but nonetheless, this one missing high for a ball. 3-1 count.
I think it would depend how the left fielder played it. If he tried to come up and cut it off and he couldn't get it, then it went to the corner surely would have been able to get a triple, but if he cuts it off down.
That one almost hit Stoudemire on the throwback to second.
And it bounced.
It hit off the glove of Lynch.
And then I think it hit the transition between the grass, the edge of that grass turf that they have, that little transition line, and the chocolate-colored, the dirt-colored turf, and bounced right back up.
3-1 misses outside for ball 4. So the inning will continue.
Yeah, the line is moving.
And that will bring Vincel to come out and speak with his pitcher, Tingler. Riley Bubb coming to play. He had reached on an error back in the second inning. So Riley playing third base, and we'll get a courtesy runner.
Yeah, Landon Sifford will go put that catcher's gear back on. I believe Jackson or West.
Yeah, I think that is Jackson.
Yep. It's hard to adjust from their high school numbers to the Legion numbers because they're obviously not the same.
For most of them.
Yeah.
This one taken for a strike. Landon Sifford, he wears the same number.
There you go.
I think Connor Bailey might have been number 9 when he played at Jefferson, but I'm not certain about that. This one lined into center field, and making the play is Bradfield for the final out of the inning, but Berkeley post 14 does get another run across to make it 4-1 here in the bottom of the third. We'll head to the fourth as a run coming in on an RBI double from Stoudemire. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Pitching change for the Hornets. Going to be Caleb Fletcher coming in to pitch as Chase Herndon's day is done. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. And got a few lineup changes for Berkeley post 14. Looks like Carson Buber's going to check out, which we knew he was one of the 3 guys available to pitch, so that could be the reasoning behind that. Oviedo is going to come in and play second. Kyle Reed's moving to third base, and now playing first for the Hornets is Jason Myers. So several subs coming in for Berkeley post 14 as they look to make some adjustments and continue to keep what's been a pretty good outing so far for the Hornets. Spencer 4-1 lead. Not the hits that you want, but you're finding hits in timely places.
Yeah, so I think, resetting as you kind of did, but we'll reset third to first. It's Reed, I believe Buber at short, Oviedo at second.
That's Stoudemire at short.
Stoudemire stays at short. Yeah, Buber comes out, Oviedo comes in, and then Myers goes to first with, yeah. So Stoudemire still at short, and then Oviedo at second.
Yep. And then Riley Bubb, I guess he came out of the game.
Yep.
This one fouled away. So Myers checks in for Bubb.
So many changes here.
Not too many, really, but
the infield shuffles.
Yeah. Fletcher now doing the pitching. And Caleb's pitch is fouled away.
Yeah, Caleb Fletcher coming into this one. He has a no decision. He's played in 2 games, started 1. He has an ERA of 0. He's not given up any runs. He struck out 13, walked 5, given up just 2 hits.
This one lined back off the glove of Fletcher. Oviedo getting some action. He'll throw to first in time for the out.
He's pitched now 8 innings with
so
that
ground out there for Charlton to begin the inning.
Yeah, but he's now pitched 8 innings with that out.
Excuse me. Ground out there for Kissamore to begin the inning.
The sun flashes back out here.
I'll bring Lynch to the plate, and Lynch takes this one for a called strike. Lynch so far grounding out into the double play to end the first inning rally for Potomac Valley post 64. The next pitch from Caleb Fletcher is low for a ball, 1-1 count. Next pitch from Fletcher, missing on a bouncer for another ball. So Chase Herndon, 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Looked more like Chase Herndon that we're used to seeing after a tough one against Leesburg, as this one's a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But I think that was an important outing for him after not his best first inning. He did settle in and pitch pretty well. This one on a runner inside gets Lynch to be out by about a step as Stoudemire recovered from that one as it took a weird bounce off the turf and then kind of bounced off the glove of Stoudemire, but he ended up making the play nonetheless.
Yeah, and you saw a slide from the base, a face first slide from the base runner that kind of made it look close, but kind of an awkward face first slide.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to do that with the turf.
Yeah.
You're not really supposed to do that anyway, but I feel like it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah. But great job by Stoudemire to recover there. I mean, obviously he's still kind of getting used to playing on this turf.
Well, not only that, but didn't play shortstop during the spring at all.
Yeah.
At Shepherd, so.
Pitched.
You know, a position that he's obviously familiar with, but.
Take a year off.
Hasn't played there in a while, really. Since this summer started, he's been playing there, though, quite a bit. Seville sitting in on a 3-ball, 2-strike count with 2 down in the inning on 2 groundouts.
Yes.
It's been good stuff for Caleb Fletcher so far. The next pitch from the right-hander runs inside and misses for a ball.
Well, I think Fletcher trying to find his control a little bit here. He's kind of not placed his pitches where he wanted them.
Now batting, number 44.
And for the last 2 or 3 pitches.
Yeah, I mean, did get 2 groundouts though to begin the inning. Even with some of those struggles, Vincel will come to the plate. He flew out to right field his first time up. And the next pitch here from Caleb Fletcher is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Fletcher heading into his junior year at Jefferson for the Cougars. Had a great year in his sophomore season as a transfer. This one lined up the middle, but it's going to take a bounce for Oviedo. He'll flip to Stoudemire at second base, covering the bag for the final out of the inning. So the walk does not come back to hurt Caleb Fletcher and the Hornets. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Our score, Berkeley Post 14-4. Potomac Valley Post 64-1. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
More due up for the Hornets 9-1-2 hitters as we head to the Bottom of the fourth inning, Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. John Arterton, our cameraman, along with Braden Schaffner. Back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin, and we got a pitching change for Potomac Valley 64. Looks like Lynch is going to come in and pitch.
Get the gut check there, Nick.
Yeah, got to keep you on your toes, I guess.
Yeah.
Jordan Canby coming in to hit here for post 14.
So they are only playing 7 innings tonight. I thought it was 9. That's what Tripp told Kaz, as Kaz is behind us.
Well,
interesting development.
You know what? That makes sense because Tripp did say that maybe they'll pitch Griffin Horowitz in the 7th, and I thought that was kind of a weird inning to bring up if it was a 9-inning game unless they were going to go 3 innings.
That is
but
true.
The 7th makes a lot more sense since that would be a save situation.
Yeah. I just assumed all area games were 9 innings.
Yeah, I guess maybe they decided to play 7 tonight. Jordan Canby will take this one for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm glad that we know that now because we would look really dumb if we were saying we'll head to the 8th inning.
Yeah, it probably makes Colin a little happy. He's been working 12 hours coming on.
Ground ball and throw to first in time for the out. There is, looks like a straight swap, I believe.
Now batting.
Actually, let me double check that.
Connor Bailey.
But
Connor Bailey
ground out there for Canby to lead off the inning. As I mentioned, Lynch now doing the pitching. Yep, that is Tingler over there at shortstop. And the rest of the defense the same for Potomac Valley post 64. There's a pitch that misses inside for a ball. So Connor Bailey now hitting. He walked and had a sac bunt his last time up. One ball, 1 strike.
Breezy night
1
here
out.
at P.O. Faulkner Park.
Yeah, it's been windy all day.
Yeah.
2-1 count.
Got some much needed rain these last couple of days.
Next pitch missing. Or no, it's the zone, excuse me.
Yeah.
So it should be 3-1. Or 3-2. 3-1, excuse me. Ball missing outside there.
Connor Bailey takes another walk.
Yeah. He has walked it twice and has a sacrifice today. Cam Moore coming to the plate. He walked in the first inning, came around to score on the 3-run home run from Colin Reed. He also has a ground out on the day. And runner takes off, and Bailey throw down to first. He got a great jump, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, great jump by Connor Bailey, and that gives a runner in scoring position. Takes the double play out of order here with 1 out, and to end the that could have ended the inning, and you got a guy, in scoring position for Cam Moore.
See if Moore can come through this time. This one gets away from the catcher, Vincel, and advancing to third base is Connor Bailey. So runner on third with 1 down, and now Moore just needs to elevate one to get that run in.
Yeah, and just 90 feet away now. Update for you from the junior team. They're down 7-4 now.
Pitch here to Cam Moore. Popped up into center, or shallow in the infield, actually, is coming over, making a difficult play there was Lynch.
Yeah.
As he came over all the way to the second baseman side and made the catch. And Colin Reed, now playing third base, comes to the plate with 2 down and a runner in scoring position at third in Connor Bailey. So Moore is 0 for 2 with a walk. As he pops out there to shortstop, and now Colin Reed takes it for a called strike 1. Reed, a home run and a ground out so far today. The Hornets would like to find a way to get this run in after the 1-out walk and stolen base. The pitch here to Colin Reed is a called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. So no balls, 2 strikes, and a runner on third. Lynch delivers the next pitch on 0-2, and Colin Reed pops it up. Behind first base, Van Meter calling off everybody and making the play for the final out of the inning. We head to the 5th. It is still Berkeley post 14-4, post 64-1. It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Locust Hill Golf Course invites you to historic Charlestown, West Virginia for 18 holes of phenomenal golf. We're just an hour drive from the Baltimore-D.C. Beltway, 1/2 hour from Winchester and Leesburg, Virginia, as well as Hagerstown and Frederick, Maryland. Each tee offers challenges across the 35 acres of lakes, ponds, and streams, which come into play on 11 holes. The Blue Ridge Mountains also provide a breathtaking backdrop to Locust Hill. Schedule your tee time today at www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call 304-728-7300. That's 304-728-7300.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. As you might have heard it there.
Sorry.
Looks like Jackson Rest is going to come in and play left field, and then Trevor Bohr is going to come in for Cam Moore and play right field. So,
yeah,
we'll reset the defense for you. Caleb Fletcher still doing the pitching. Behind the plate is Landon Sifford, Colin Reed at third base, Stoudemire at shortstop, Oviedo in at second. Jason Myers is at first base, and from left to right in the outfield is Rest, Camby, and Bohr.
Yeah, and getting more guys in here is it's a 7-inning ball game tonight.
Yep. As we play here in the 5th, and this one a called strike. Leading off this inning is Van Meter. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Van Meter, Charlton, Tingler due up, and here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Van Meter going to be playing at the University of Charleston next year. The next pitch from Fletcher misses outside on a waste pitch for ball 1. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Caleb Fletcher gets the strikeout. His first here of the evening in his relief appearance of Chase Herndon.
Number 2, J.J. Charlton.
I'll bring Charlton to the plate. He struck out his first time up back in the 2nd.
Yeah, Caleb Fletcher, really had a great season over there for Jefferson this year and, reclassed to a sophomore, so there'll be 2 more EPAC baseball seasons for him to play.
Yeah, had a below 1 earned run average for the majority of the season.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, that means he probably won't be able to play the summer after his freshman year of college on this Legion team.
There's a line out there to the second baseman, Oviedo, and quickly Potomac Valley post 64.
Now batting, number 6, Hayden Tingler.
Has 2 outs.
Quick 2 outs.
Tingler will come to the plate, the shortstop. Next pitch from Fletcher is a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 with 2 down. The next pitch as Fletcher works quickly, misses high and outside for ball 1.
And it will be interesting because we were told that Buber was also available. So do you pitch Buber?
That's what I was saying. Maybe that's why they took him out.
Yeah.
But also, you want to get Oviedo in there as this one misses for a ball.
I was just wondering how they're going to play this up 3.
Yeah, I
Put
mean,
Buber in there, and then it's the 7th for the save.
We'll see.
If you're still leading.
This one a called strike 2, and it depends, too, on how much they want to see from Fletcher. Just because they have Buber available doesn't mean they're going to pitch him. Maybe they could start on tomorrow, for all we know.
They don't play tomorrow.
Or when they next play.
Friday,
right.
That's true.
Tomorrow we have a game, but it's not
the
senior team.
Junior team.
Technically, they could start him tomorrow if they wanted to. They won't, but they could.
He's not on the junior roster.
Junior guys can play on the senior roster. Why can't a senior guy play on the junior roster?
That's a Legion question. It's nothing I can answer.
That one misses low for a ball.
Now batting, number 38, Sam Bradfield.
I'll bring the top of the order to the plate here after the walk. With 2 down. Runner takes off, throw down from Sifford. It's a good throw, and they got him
right
for the final out of the inning. Way to the bottom of 5th. Berkeley Post 14-4. Potomac Valley Post 64-1. This is American Legion Baseball, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
There's a local family moving in our territory.
What do you want from me?
Taste it. It's really good.
We're going to the mattresses.
It's not personal. It's strictly business. Leave the guns. Take the pizza.
Rock's, now serving hot, fresh pizza to die for.
Ow, that really hurt.
Now batting,
We welcome you back here to the Hornets' Nest, P.O. Faulkner Park. Hornets on top 4-1 as we begin this bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch here from Lynch is a called strike 1. Horowitz at the plate. So far, 0 for 1. He struck out and was hit by a pitch. Came around to score on an RBI double from Stoudemire back in the 3rd inning. And the next pitch from Lynch on 0-1 is a chopper hit toward 3rd. Seville will throw to 1st in time for the out. So Griffin Horowitz grounds out. And we'll bring Braden Oviedo to the plate.
Yeah, his first plate appearance.
Oviedo coming in for his Martinsburg teammate, Carson Buber, to take over at second base. And the pitch here to Oviedo is outside for ball 1. And the next pitch on 1-0, half-hearted swing there from Oviedo, and he pops it up toward right. And Charlton makes the play for out number 2. So quickly the Hornets get 2 outs here in the inning. And what hasn't really been a big offensive day for either team. Berkeley Post 14 has 2 hits. Potomac Valley has 3. But a 3-run home run from Colin Reed and RBI's double from Stoudemire has gotten those 4 runs across.
Those 2 walks in the first inning really hurt there, given up by Post 64.
Yeah, and then a walk in the 3rd, the hit by pitch on Horowitz comes back to hurt. She has Stoudemire coming through with the RBI double, so a few mistakes, and we could be looking at a much different ball game, but that's typically how it plays out. And Stoudemire hitting here, as I mentioned, had that RBI double his last time up, struck out his first time. And the next pitch from Lynch to Stoudemire is hit hard, but right to the 3rd baseman, Seville, who makes a good play. But the throw was off the bag, and unable to make the stretch was Van Meter, so Stoudemire's going to reach.
Yeah, and, on
an error.
Running out the play.
Yeah.
He could have slowed up a little bit, knowing that the ball was going to get over there, but he ran it all the way out and didn't give first baseman time to adjust.
Well, he hit the ball hard. He's got good speed, so that might have contributed to the poor throw from Seville up the line a little bit, or up the base path, I guess. And Van Meter couldn't make the stretch, and then that extends the inning. We'll see if another one of these mistakes comes back to hurt the Post 64. Potomac Valley Post 64. with Landon Sifford at the plate. He's 0 for 1 for a walk and a fly out. And the next pitch to Landon is fouled away. Sifford batting .312 heading into the game with an RBI. 2 down, runner on first, 0-1 count. Lynch checks the runner in Stoudemire, who has the speed, and he got caught in a pickoff, and now he's in a run down to throw to second. He's in there. He got underneath the tag, apparently, as it looked like he was going to be out easily. But Stoudemire is in there at second base. So the Hornets will take that. Runner in scoring position now for Landon Sifford. As you saw, Stoudemire, with his speed, it makes sense to run him even with 2 outs, potentially to try to extend this lead, and it ends up working out after he was initially picked off. The pitch here, a called strike 2 on Landon Sifford. So Sifford falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down with a runner on second base in scoring position and a 4-1 Hornets lead. The next pitch from Lynch, called strike 3 on the outside corner. So the mistake does not come back to hurt Potomac Valley post 64. And we head to the 6th. It's the Hornets 4, post 64 1, as we will be back in 60 seconds. This is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg is your favorite place to have a great meal, a good time, and to catch all the games. Join us Mondays for 75-cent wings and follow your favorite team from the bar on our 17 TVs located all throughout the bar or from the outdoor fire pit. Ollie's has great food and drink menus and features specials for every day of the week, including Saturdays when you can get a 16-ounce ribeye steak grilled the way you want it for just $24.95. That's Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. We'll see you for the game.
Hi, I'm Ron Springer, head golf professional at The Woods. If you're a golfer who loves fun and competition, get your friends together and enter one of the many fundraising tournaments held at The Woods. You and your group may qualify to play in the area's premier golf event, the Tournament of Champions. The winning team will receive individual prizes as well as a cash prize for the organization they represent. For a list of qualifying tournaments, see ads in Around the Panhandle magazine and the Journal. For a list of rules and regulations, visit thewoods.com or contact me, Ron at thewoods.com.
Me back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Hornets leading 4-1 over Potomac 64. Potomac Valley post 64, I should say. Carson Buber now doing the pitching as he's in relief of Caleb Fletcher.
And then Landon Sifford getting the rest of the night off as Ty Broughton will come in and catch.
Yep, Broughton now doing the catching. As for Fletcher, it's 2 innings of work, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and we'll see if Buber gets to close things out and work the 6th and the 7th, or if Griffin Horowitz is feeling good, they might throw him today as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably more, you're up 4-1. If Buber can keep it, I think it's more about, getting Horowitz some innings because you might need him come the weekend.
It's true. So, for post 64, it will be Bradfield who is up. He'll get to continue his at-bat as being thrown out. Good way for Sifford to end things behind the plate as he threw out the runner Tingler, who was trying to steal second, but Bradfield will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out so far today. It's been a tough start to the year for Bradfield, one of the veteran players on this team, playing at Potomac State, heading into his sophomore year.
So I believe Buber re-entered into a spot that he already was in. I don't know if that means, I couldn't understand what Tripp said, if he could or couldn't have an at-bat.
I guess that
means he could.
He would be able to, as this one's a ground ball hit towards short, and coming over to throw is Stoudemire for the out. If he couldn't, there'd be no reason to mention it, right?
Well, he also didn't tell us that I believe Fletcher moves to first.
Yep, that is Caleb Fletcher now. No, I think Myers is still there.
Or Myers.
It's 18, not 19.
I don't know why I thought I saw 19 over there.
Well, either way, we got an out here.
Ruest is now on the left. Bohr is now on the right.
Yeah, that's been that way.
Yeah. Braun catching.
No, it is Fletcher, I think.
Yeah, I don't see him on Game Changer currently.
Yeah, so Caleb Fletcher is now playing first. Myers then is out. 1-1 from Buber, misses outside for ball 2. So ground out for Bradfield.
Maybe Horowitz or Fletcher becomes the DH now? I don't understand. Or
this one hit up
Fletcher's
right
not
to
hitting at all.
Buber, and Buber will toss to Fletcher for the out.
Now batting, number 4.
So back-to-back ground outs to begin things for Carson Buber. And that'll bring Kissamore to the plate. And the next pitch, called a strike. Kissamore so far an RBI single back in the first. A ground out in the 4th inning. He's headed to Concord. Here's a swing and a miss for a strike. So this is some good work here for Carson Buber, going up against guys that are either committed to play college or currently playing college here at the top of the order for Potomac Valley. The next pitch misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Next pitch from Carson Buber just misses outside. 2-2 count. Kissamore gave Potomac Valley the early 1-0 lead on his RBI single. The next pitch is a swing on a bouncer, gets away from Ty Broaden. Broaden will fire it to first, not in time.
Yeah, that was very close.
So beating out the... Now we'll bring Lynch to the plate.
Now batting, number 11, Cam Lynch.
So that extends the inning, as it took a weird bounce for Broaden, and then it was a tough play to make the throw from the backstop to first, and that allows the inning to extend and Kissamore to get on. The pitch here, called strike 1, as Buber has looked good so far out of the bullpen.
Yeah, that might make Manager Tobin think about keeping him in for the 7th.
Yeah, I guess it would just depend on...
But I don't know, because it looks like
what they want to do and how Horowitz is feeling, and if they want to give Horowitz an inning here before the weekend.
Looks like he's over there warming up.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down.
Can tell you, though, that the Junior Legion team trying to make a comeback. They're down 7-5 with 1 out in the top of the 6th with runners on the corners.
Pitch to Lynch, a breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 2. That was a nasty pitch from Carson Buber.
Yeah.
And he works himself ahead now, 1-2.
Ben Reisenweber hit a home run in that game.
Wow. Next pitch, hit back to Buber. And it's 3 ground outs here in the inning. They get 4 outs through the Hornets. So we head to the bottom of the 6th with Berkeley Post 14, looking to add some more runs. 4-1 our score. This is American Legion Baseball, Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Join us this summer for the thrill of American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The Berkeley Post 14 Hornets are the premier team in the area, and you don't want to miss 1 second of the action.
The next pitch to Baden Hartman is cracked out to deep left field. That ball is going, gone! A 3-run homer!
The Hornets begin their season on June 3rd. We'll have coverage all the way through the area tournament, July 18th through the 22nd at P.O. Faulkner Park.
Bottom of the 6th, Berkeley Post 14 trying to add some insurance with the 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lynch doing the pitching still for Post 64. Nick Verzolini alongside Spencer Dupuis. Back in the studios, Kyle McLaughlin, John Alderton, and Braden Schaffner on camera this evening. And Spencer, again, it hasn't been an explosive day for Berkeley Post 14 despite the 4 runs up on the board, but finding ways to get these runs in, and defense has been good, pitching's been good. Potomac's had the 2 errors, Berkeley so far without an error. But despite just 2 hits, they've scored 4 runs on those 2 hits.
Yeah, they have.
Batting, number 17, Riley Bubb.
So back to Riley Bubb in the order.
Wait, so he comes, I thought he was taken out of the game.
Well, Bubb will foul away. He was taken out from his position at third base, but I guess he was maybe moved to the DH.
Yeah.
He can re-enter, of course, so maybe he's re-entering here for the 6th.
And then into the 7th.
And as this one misses low, or hits the zone, excuse me, for a strike. 0-2 here on Bubb. And the next pitch, fouled away. Riley reached on error and flew out so far. Playing in his first game of the year for the Hornets. The next pitch to Bubb, a breaking ball that he fouls straight back. A long walk out from the catcher Vincel back to his pitcher, Lynch, who's done a pretty good job in relief. As overall, this has, of course, been a pitcher's duel.
Yeah. Getting a lot of guys some work tonight.
Lynch so far, 2 innings, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for him. No hits, no runs. The next pitch on 0-2 is low for a ball. Try to waste one on Riley Bubb. And the 1-2 pitch. Hit right back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Bubb with the leadoff single.
Yeah, great placement there by Bubb to put it back up the middle.
And I would expect Canby to bunt here. Even with the lead, I think his speed, it would make some sense. We'll see if the Hornets do it. Canby swings away and he pops it up in the infield, and it's going to fall in.
And nobody was there to cover anywhere. It was a good spot there by Bubb to keep running. Because if they did catch it, he was out.
It's true, yeah. The rest will now come to the plate, but Canby is in there.
I mean, I think he had 2 choices there. He would have been out 2 of those occurrences. If he had just stayed put and that ball had dropped, he was going to be out at second.
So runners on first and second, and Rest fouls it away. So Rest getting an opportunity to hit here as he entered in left field a few moments ago. And the next pitch to Rest just misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out and 2 on for the Hornets after Jordan Canby gets on an infield single, and Riley Bubb with a leadoff single up the middle. The next pitch to the lefty, Rest, is taken outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Neru West in his 2nd game of action for the Hornets this summer as he was on vacation after the state tournament. And came back Sunday, went 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout while pitching 7 innings.
Next pitch, a called strike 2. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 on.
Struck out 5 in that one. 3 runs, 2 earned.
Lynch's next pitch misses outside. Trying to keep this at just a 3-run deficit, as this is only a 7-inning game between these 2 teams. And the next pitch Hit on the ground in between a diving first baseman. Van Meter can't get it. Healy can't get to it. Bub coming around to score, and he does. It's now 5-1. Throw gets away from the catcher. That'll allow both runners to advance on the throw. And Jackson West with a nice RBI single, part of 3 straight singles for the Hornets here in this inning. And Trevor Bohr will come to the plate.
Yeah, the line is moving here. Trevor Bohr getting an opportunity to hit.
Well, the Hornets only had 2 hits heading into the inning. They're now up to 5 with 3 in this inning alone. And Trevor Bohr looking to keep the damage coming here in this inning, and Bohr fouls off that first pitch.
He's trying to not shut the door, Nick. He's trying to put this door wide open.
In some ways, shut the door. Shut the door if you can get another few runs across. You're feeling pretty confident. The next pitch to Bohr is a ball.
Yeah, the pitcher didn't like that. He thought he got in the zone.
Yeah, I thought so maybe too, but nonetheless, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 is hit hard by Bohr, but no, we'll fall in for a base hit. Runner comes in to score from third, and Jordan Canby. It is now 6-1. Berkeley post 14 on the RBI single from Trevor Bohr.
Yeah, the line is truly moving here with Colin Reed, who hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the first inning, looking to do the same here.
Yeah, could definitely see that as things falling apart here from Lynch, who's been pretty good so far up until this inning. Next pitch from Lynch. I mean, some of these not his fault, obviously. The ball fell in on the Jordan Canby single. That one falls in, which could have been potentially playable out there, and right just kind of died at the last moment. Next pitch to Reed. Hit hard down the third baseline, and that is a fair ball. That will score the runner easily from third. Bohr is in there at third, and Colin Reed has an RBI double and a 4 RBI night for Colin, as it's 7-1.
At this rate, this game might end here in this inning.
Nobody throwing in the bullpen for Potomac Valley, as they did have a game last night, so they might be. Let's just see if we can get out of the inning with the outs, or just trust Lynch here, because you don't have too much of an option. This one ripped by Fletcher, but fouled down the line.
Yeah, Fletcher trying to get in the action here with a hit.
So Caleb is now hitting for Horowitz.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking, was he came into that DH role. That would be why Buber could hit.
I'm guessing Bob is now going to play third again, and Reed will probably move back to first if they have to keep going, as this is a swing and a miss from Fletcher for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, and nobody out here in the inning. The Hornets pulling away, 3 runs already across. Fletcher looking to add to that, and that one misses high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trevor Bohr on third, Colin Reed on second. For Berkeley post 14, Lynch doing the pitching for post 64, trying to work his way out of this inning. And the next pitch misses. Great play, though, by Vincel, the catcher, to keep that in front. Is
slipped.
Could have had Bohr come across. 3-2 now.
Ball slipped out of his hands. There's still no outs in this one.
Next pitch to Fletcher. Lined into center field, and coming up and making the catch is Bradfield. They'll test the arm. Bohr will score on the sac fly, and it is 8-1. Berkeley post 14. Fletcher coming through with an RBI on the sacrifice.
Yeah, they're really breaking this one open here in this inning and getting a lot of guys some hits.
Yep, 4 runs coming across so far, and Carson Buber coming back to the plate. Carson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout so far, and he's got Reed out there at second looking to pick him up. With the last hit, Colin Reed tied Carson Buber for the lead an RBI, so Buber looking to regain that lead.
Yeah, got Colin Reed on second.
This one, a chopper hit toward third. Seville throws to first, and it's not in time.
Yeah, Reed didn't take third, so now it's runners on first and second.
Now batting.
Kind of hard to take third on a ball hit to third.
That's true, but he didn't go on the throw.
I don't think he's fast enough to do that.
That's true.
Carson Buber, though, with the infield single. Now brings Stoudemire to the plate. Stoudemire already with an RBI. Just one out in the inning, and the Hornets continuing to break through in this inning for Berkeley post 14. It's going to be 8 hits now so far in the game. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 4 runs coming across, and what was a pitcher's duel in a pretty close ball game. Next pitch from Lynch, called a strike. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 1 out for Stoudemire. Lynch, the right-hander, missing high for a ball. And nobody throwing in the bullpen for post 64. Hornets looking to get their 7th win of the season, improved to 7-2. This would be the 3rd loss of the year for Potomac Valley. Drop them to 4-3 if the score stands. The next pitch is Stoudemire, missing outside. So we got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 on. Reed standing on second. Buber over there at first, who beat out an infield single. The next pitch is Stoudemire's low for ball 4. So he's reached base now 3 times tonight. And Landon Sifford will come to the plate.
I was about to say, maybe we
this will be brought in now.
Let's say maybe we see a mound visit, and I think that's what we're going to see here is a mound visit.
Ty Broughton getting his first at-bat.
Could have a pitching change
of this one.
Somebody already playing. We'll see right here.
Yep. Looks like. Yeah, they're going to make a pitching change. So let's go ahead and take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll update you on the new pitcher. This is American Legion Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as Hornets pulling away here in this inning. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Spencer Dupuis. Berkeley now on top, 8-1. I'm sorry. Yeah, 8-1. But the base is loaded, though, so an opportunity to add more. Four runs coming across in this inning. And Broughton now coming to the plate. Ty Broughton, new pitcher in the game for Potomac Valley, as this one hits the zone, for strike 1. New pitcher is going to be Healy. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
I believe this is Healy's first action of the season pitching.
Well, they need him here with just one out in the inning and the bases loaded. There's one that bounces off the catcher Vincel, and Colin Reed will score from third. It's now 9-1, Hornets.
Yeah, 2 more runs to get to the run rule. You also wonder maybe they give them that top of the 7th. Who knows?
That's true. Could potentially, but we'll see if Ty Brodden can get these 2 runs as we have time called to get the baseball off the field or whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with it. I don't know how it wound up there. Oh, it was from the bullpen.
Yep. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Brodden goes down with the strikeout. And that will bring Riley Bubb back to the plate as the Hornets have hit around here in the 6th inning. Bubb got it started with that single up the middle, followed by a Jordan Canby infield single on what really was a mistake. And this one hit hard through into left field. Both runs coming around to score. That's the run rule if they let it go to the run rule. And looks like they will. So the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets rally for 7 runs in the bottom of the 6th to run rule Post 64 and improve to 7-2 on the year. Post 64 will fall to 4-3, 11-1 run, 11-1 win for the Hornets. Riley Bubb with the walk-off RBI single.
Yeah, I think, maybe he had a little bit more to see in this pitching. Not the same pitchers, but he did play last night for the Blue Sox. So
Sure.
He would be the guy to walk it off.
And that will do it here for this game. And then when we come back on the post-game show, we'll be joined by Tripp Tobin and probably Colin Reed if we get a player.
Yeah, you want to get Colin Reed?
Sounds good to me. 4 RBI day for Mr. Colin Reed. So that's on the other side of this break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Join us this summer for the thrill of American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The Berkeley Post 14 Hornets are the premier team in the area, and you don't want to miss 1 second of the action.
The next pitch to Baden Hartman is cracked out to deep left field. That ball is going, gone! A 3-run homer!
The Hornets begin their season on June 3rd. We'll have coverage all the way through the area tournament, July 18th through the 22nd at P.O. Faulkner Park.
The game may be over, but don't go away just yet. We've got a complete game recap, analysis, stats, the player of the game, and we'll prepare you for our next broadcast. All on the postgame show. So let's return to the field and rejoin our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets get the 11-1 win over Potomac Valley Post 64. Hornets rally for 7 in the bottom of the 6th to run rule Post 64. And other than that, it was a pitcher's duel, really, for the majority of the ball game. The first inning, Potomac Valley grabbed the early 1-0 lead. The Hornets would respond with a 3-run home run from Colin Reed to put them up 3-1 at the time. They had another run in the third before, of course, the 7 and the 6 to win it 11-1. For Berkeley post 14, it's 11 runs on 9 hits, no errors. For Potomac Valley post 64, it's 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors. And Spencer Dupuis is making his way down here down the field with Colin Reed, our player of the game, as Colin has 2 hits here tonight, 4 RBIs, a home run, the 3-run home run, and an RBI double as well. And momentarily we'll have Spencer take it away with Colin Reed. And Spencer, go ahead.
Joined by our player of the game, Colin Reed, a first inning 3-run shot for you. What was that feeling that up there at the plate there? I mean, it was literally your first at bat. You'd seen a lot of pitches though because of
Yeah, it felt great. You know, guys in front of us did their job getting on base and making it easy for me.
And for you over the last, I'd say like month or so, you've been getting back on the field fielding. How's it been feeling?
It feels great. You kind of get bored just standing out all day, just get 4 bats a game, and that's it. So it's kind of nice to be back engaged in the game.
A big area win for you guys tonight, the run rule win. It's obviously going to help you out when the area tournament comes around the next month. But a big game midweek, but you guys got a tournament this weekend.
Yep. Great for us to take care of business today and hopefully try to do that again. We've got some good teams in this tournament coming up this weekend.
All right, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win. Back up to you till I get Tripp.
Thank you.
Thank you, Spencer. Apologize for being so quiet. I'm not certain why that is, but maybe if we flip some things around, I don't know, maybe it could potentially get better, but apologize for those technical difficulties. Again, the Hornets get the win 11-1, waiting to be joined by manager Tripp Tobin with his post-game interview after Berkeley got the win here 11-1, and we'll go through some stats real quick, see if Spencer is going to get Tripp, or maybe Tripp doesn't want to do an interview, I don't know. But nonetheless, some stats for you. A hit for Jackson Ruest, an RBI. A hit for Trevor Bohr. 2 hits for Colin Reed. 1 hit for Carson Buber. 1 hit for Stoudemire. 2 hits for Riley Bubb. And a hit for Jordan Camby. Chase Herndon, 3 innings of work. 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And then Cale Fletcher, 2 innings, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Carson Buber, 1 inning, 1 strikeout for him as well. So good outing for the Hornets all the way around, and I'm not certain if Spencer's going to get Tripp Tobin or not. It looks like he will actually momentarily. So let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break, and then on the other side of that break, we'll have more here on the postgame show.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Tripp's Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at trippsfloorsanding.com. Do you need a place to go for a quick tobacco, soda, snacks, cigarettes, or beer run? Well, then you're in luck, because Enter and Exit has convenience without the cost. Enter and Exit right off Route 11 is located at 31 Meadow Lane in Martinsburg and soon to be opening in Chambersburg, PA. Enter and Exit is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sundays from 9:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. For great convenience without the cost, stop on into Enter and Exit today.
Locust Hill Golf Course invites you to historic Charlestown, West Virginia for 18 holes of phenomenal golf. We're just an hour drive from the Baltimore, D.C. Beltway, 1/2 hour from Winchester and Leesburg, Virginia, as well as Hagerstown and Frederick, Maryland. Each tee offers challenges across the 35 acres of lakes, ponds, and streams, which come into play on 11 holes. The Blue Ridge Mountains also provide a breathtaking backdrop to Locust Hill. Schedule your tee time today at www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call 304-728-7300. That's 304-728-7300.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. From small beginnings and over a century later, we maintain our dedication to our policyholders to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. Protecting everything from your home to your business has never been easier. Our team is here to ensure that you, your family, and your assets are taken care of. We enjoy giving back and doing our part to keep Martinsburg a great place to be.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Hornets get the win 11-1. We'll send it back to Spencer Dupuis with manager Trip Tobin.
Joined now on the field by manager Trip Tobin. 11-1 run rule victory for your team tonight. Started off in the first inning. You gave up a run, but Colin Reed came back, and a couple of guys watched quite a few pitches go by. 2 on. He hits that 3-run dinger to give you out of the lead, and you never look back.
No, yeah. I mean, this team responded really well to that. We knew Chase was going to settle in and not give up, a lot of runs tonight, and he's been working really hard. So, and we had, of course, we had planned on throwing Fletcher and Boober, and even Horwitz in the last inning. He was a little upset when we didn't get that chance of that base hit went through. And but yeah, I mean, it was great to get a home run and get the dugout up, and everybody likes the home run, and it got the home crowd into it, and his just kind of took off from there.
It was kind of a pitcher's duel, really, until that last inning, and your team was just able to put hits together on hits, and ultimately win it and not have to pitch the top of the seventh.
Yeah, their guys pitched really well. I mean, we got guys on base. We weren't able to get them around, and the score was certainly not indicative of the game. The game was tighter than that last inning there. But they're going to a tournament in Bridgeport this weekend. They have to save a little pitching. They played a game last night and burned up some pitching. So it's summer baseball, like I always say. And when guys come out hot, we just got lucky to get some guys throw full games over the weekend and save pitching. And we wanted to get those 4 guys on the mound tonight. We were able to get 3 of them on the mound. So our depth of pitching is certainly our strength. Also our offense is unbelievable. It's just a great team with so much depth.
And you talk about that depth and the commitment. I mean, he had 16 of 18 guys that are supposed to be on your roster coming out to play tonight. Obviously, we know with Lane he's going up to watch Chase play, but Baden was the only other guy not here tonight. What does that say about just the guys knowing that it's a midweek game? You have a big tournament coming up, but 16 of your 18 guys come out tonight.
Yeah, they really committed. They've told, all those guys have jobs. They're working on Tuesdays and Thursdays, working around our schedule with their bosses, and they're here knowing there's going to be a lot of guys here, knowing there's no guarantees of playing time. But, we're not going to just sit here and play 9 guys and try to turn around everybody while, other guys just sit there and don't get a hack at it. We'll run guys in and out there all year long, and the guys committed to play on this team, and we're going to play them, and we're going to make sure that they get their hacks. Myers didn't feel very good tonight. He got a little sore throat, so we kind of got him back out. Didn't quite work out for him to get a hack tonight, and Baden's homesick, so our thoughts are prayed for him that he would get better. He feels been feverish and not feeling well, but I would have put 17 in the dugout, and we would have figured it out. But Trevor Moore, he's going to FCC to be a PO. He's not ready to put that bat up. Comes in, gets a base hit. He texted me this morning and said, "Hey, Coach, I'm off work tonight. I'm ready to play. I'm bringing my glove and my bat. I'm ready to play." And I said, "If you're ready to play, we're going to play you." And that's just how we're going to run this summer. We're going to make sure all these guys stay in the game and have fun, and we're going to win a lot of games doing it.
And talk about that tournament. It looks a little different than initially pictured. You guys won't play a doubleheader on Saturday, but that's going to help you, obviously, pitching-wise. You'll play a game to start things off on Friday, a game Saturday, and then hopefully you're playing 2 on Sunday.
Yeah, we want to play as many games as possible. We'll have a lot of guys here. A couple graduation parties over the weekends are going to disrupt maybe Saturday evenings, line up a little bit. But like I said, plenty of guys. That's why we played a bunch of them tonight. And over the weekend, 9, 10 guys there. Brought a guy from the junior team up, or a couple of them, to contribute. This weekend we got 15, 16 on a weekday night. So, they're just, and they love it. They like each other, and they're just great teammates. And we're going to be sure that they enjoy the game and the time here, and get opportunities to perform and show why they're some of the top 18 kids in the county.
All right, thanks for the time. We'll see you Friday.
All right, thank you.
Back up to you, Nick.
Thank you, Spencer. As you heard from Trip Tobin as well as Colin Reed. And once again, your final score, Berkeley Post 14-11, Post 64-1. That does it here for us. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Braden Schaffner along with John Overton, our cameraman, and Spencer Dupuis. This has been American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. And again, we're back tomorrow with the junior team and then all weekend with the senior team. So that does it here for us. Once again, your final score, 11-1 win for Berkeley Post 14. I'm Nick Verzley signing off, and good night, everyone.
You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast cable.